picked it up and put it back.
He just
Then
found
I
the
turned
tracks.
around and I was standing right here.
We just go track riding.
It was about 2 minutes later, see the rolls of liquor bottles? The first 3 by the Keno machine, somebody took them, all of them, right on the floor. And I had witnesses that seen it, so I'm not lying. And then I think one of them, all the ghost hunters that have been here say we have more than 4. I think one doesn't like cell phones, because every time the cooks are in the kitchen texting, just as soon as they put their phone down, they'll take it and throw
But they
it.
would.
Seriously.
This is really big
There's a big court case.
Okay, and then, one girl that used to work
And
here,
it's old. It's an old.
she would close at night, and every time she closed at night, she would get to the, because you gotta go out the kitchen door. She would get to the kitchen door, he'd turn the
For
TV
my
back
dorm.
on. She'd come and shut the TV off. She'd get to the kitchen door, he'd turn the lights
That's how
on.
people say
She'd
that.
come back, and she said she was so scared, she came back, she shut the lights off, or shut the lights back off. She ran to the kitchen door, and right in the middle of the dining room, she ran into
Down the
somebody.
street. And take it right to Lakeshore.
Yeah.
The Cadillac house, with its elaborate past, makes it unique from all other restaurants in the region. Once you enter into this beautiful and mysterious restaurant, you will hear tales of ghosts and presences unparalleled by most other Michigan restaurants and locations. The friendly atmosphere and wonderful staff welcome you, and perhaps so do the many ghosts. The banquet room is one of the most unique rooms in the entire Cadillac house. Stories of this room have been whispered for decades between patrons and new guests and visitors. Supposedly, this room marks the location where young Douglas David Hendrick jumped from, or perhaps was pushed from.
Could you tell us about all the people who have come here to see about the ghosts and document it?
Sure, we've had 3 different ghost hunter groups come in over the years. They always come in at night, and it's amazing the equipment that these folks have. I mean, they come in with cameras, they come in with sound equipment. They're here usually about 4 to 5 hours. There's usually about 6 to 8 of them. And they'll record for visual effects and for anything that they can pick up voice-wise. Every group that's come in here has picked up something, be it a voice. There was one time it almost sounded like the voice was saying, "Get out of here." They'll pick up images, but every group has always found something here. Yeah, we've had several people throughout the years that'll come in here that'll say that they're very in tune to ghosts and spirits. As soon as they walk in, they'll say, "God, you have something going on here." Some people claim that there's more than one ghost or spirit here.
I've only been working here a couple months, but I had like one really weird experience. There was like a younger couple sitting at that table right behind her actually, and they took out their phone and had like a EVP recorder or whatever they're called on it, and they were like messing around and like asking him questions, and like I was getting like a little scared because I mean I like ghosts, but I got like a little nervous. And they were asking it questions like, "What's your favorite dessert?" And you could hear like them talk, and then you heard like this growl. And I was like, "Oh, it has to be fake because it's like a phone." And the voice was saying like malt, and then they're like, "Well, what kind of malt?" And then he said like strawberry, but it was like a growl. And I'm like, "Well, I don't want it to be a growl because I don't want him to be a D." Other than that, like I've never, like I hear stuff a lot, like I hear my name being called, and like the doors open and close, and like in the kitchen, like when they leave, like a lot of noises and stuff will fall, and obviously like the windows are closed so it's not windy, but.
Hi, my name is Kendra, and I've worked here for about a year. George is a close personal friend of ours. We like it when he throws stuff around the kitchen, and we especially enjoy it when he hides our equipment. Other than that, he really doesn't cause too many problems.
What's your personal opinion on the haunting and the ghosts here?
Okay.
Well, he's real. I mean, he definitely makes his presence known. Pots and pans will come off the wall in the kitchen. As Karen had told you, the liquor bottles coming off the bar. Visual sighting by Diana from Radio First one morning. There's been other things along the line. You know, people coming in, be it ghost hunter groups and people just off the street. So I kind of believe there's something. I don't know what that something is, but there is something.
What is the significance of the bar, really?
The whiskey on the bar?
Yeah.
what I've been told is that George likes the smell of whiskey. He's not able to drink naturally because he's a ghost. So the tradition, and that's all I've known it as, is the tradition that customers will buy him or will buy him a shot of whiskey every once in a while and set it on the end of the bar at night after we close. And the story is that George likes the smell of whiskey. Yeah, the Cadillac house opened on July 4th, 1860. Abraham Lincoln, who was President of the United States, would have been president when it was first being built here in Lexington. It was built with the original timber in the state of Michigan when this was still a timber state. So the wood in that building in this is about 160 years old right now. One story I can tell you is, this is about 11 o'clock in the morning. We had just opened up and I was having a sales meeting downstairs. And the one sales lady from Radio First, we were sitting there talking, and she sort of turned around and looked past me, and I looked and I said, "What's up?" She goes, "Somebody just ran across your dining room." So got up, went back to the kitchen to make sure nobody had come in through the back kitchen door, checked our restrooms and that, nobody was here. Her face got as white as a ghost, and she literally got up, ended our meeting that we were having, and left because it had affected it that much. And I just ran into her here a few months ago and was telling her, I was telling people about that morning of the story of George, and she goes, "God, look at my hands, they started shaking," and she goes, "Yeah, I can just remember it just as vivid as it happened that day. It ran right across your dining room."
Oh wow,
So
that's amazing.